After sharing my workplace experience, I also wanted to make another video to share the lessons I learned and some of the mistakes I did so that no other students, especially international students, goes through what I went through after I terminated my contract with my former employer. So first of all, I would say document everything. Document everything as early as possible. I mean, don't wait for something to go wrong before you start documenting or documenting your time over time. I think one of the major things I did which really helped me in the end was that I used to document my hours at home. I had an Excel sheet where I have the number of hours I had worked. I do this on a daily basis. Once I close from work, I get home, I make sure I do that. Don't assume goodwill equals protection. Okay, you might be the most hardworking person in your company, but that doesn't equal fairness. In my case, for those who knew the kind of work I was doing, I had to get to the company by 5 a.m. to make sure that breakfast is done. I was doing all of this and I was doing this diligently, okay? But in the end, it doesn't matter. Your hard work does not equal fairness. And systems protect paperwork and not your intentions. I don't know how else to put it, but I'm sure you understand me. If you have watched my previous video, I'm going to link it up there so that you understand exactly what I'm talking about. That could give you a better idea of what I am trying to say. I would also say that ask questions immediately. There's no harm in asking questions. It's better to ask questions and get the clarifications you need as early as possible rather than to wait till something happens before you decide to ask questions, because in the end it's going to work against you. Okay, for instance, I was working a student job, a tile site, so I knew or I know I'm supposed to do 20 hours a week, right? In total, at the end of the month, it's supposed to be 80 hours. However, what I didn't know was that this was being calculated differently by the company. And I didn't know. And so I decided to ask about my total number of hours for a certain month because I wanted to know if I had overtime or if I had less hours than for that particular period. It was until I asked that question before I got to know that the hours were not being calculated as 80 hours per month. This actually brings me to the next point. Know your rights as a student worker, especially as an international student working in Germany, because we are most vulnerable when it comes to this kind of things. Okay, know your contract, know what's in your contract, know your duties, know what you're supposed to do, what you're not supposed to do, know the total number of hours you are supposed to work. And if you are being given extra duties outside what is written in your contract, make sure you ask for extra pay or make sure you ask for extra amount for those duties. You could just find out, are these extra duties or tax being given to you outside your contract? Does it come with extra pay? Because let me tell you, I made this mistake and it really hurts me till today. Again, it was during this incident that I realized that there are no pro bono lawyers in Germany. Wait. Hold on. I'm going to explain. In Africa, it's very easy to come by pro bono lawyers. You're going to find lawyers for this kind of issues, but they are very expensive. I checked and about 200 euro for a session. Sometimes it could be more. Imagine you have to meet this person more than once, then yeah. And so I realized there are no pro bono lawyers, and even the ones that are available sometimes in our institutions, maybe in the university you are, they are going to have lawyers who would help you if you are a student. In my case, And as at the time of recording this video, I have still not gotten a response for just a termin, just for an appointment. I think this is also a very good opportunity for anybody who is in the law field and would like to start something like that. I don't know. If you are in the position to be able to afford a lawyer, make sure that you have a lawyer that can handle this kind of issues when they arise for you. Okay, I know how mentally and physically exhausting this can be when you are going through something like what I went through. Again, if you haven't watched the video, I'm gonna link it up there, or I'm gonna leave it in the comment section for better context. So, like I was saying, I know how physically and mentally exhausting this can be, even emotionally draining as well. Okay, so don't isolate yourself. Try to speak to friends. I mean, very, very close friends. Those you believe they can help you and you are comfortable sharing your problems with. You could also learn from someone's experience. Okay, and it's part of the reasons why I am doing this video. To talk to friends, talk to student services, and also join an association. The Ghana Students Association here in Germany, they also were of help to me when I was going through this whole phase of my life. I mean, this particular issue, they are there to aid Ghanaians in various aspects. So I'm also going to leave their link in the description box. You can join the group, and I'm going to leave their name up there. They were very, very, very willing to assist me throughout this incident. And I think I should have reached out to them earlier. Again, bringing me back to another point, don't wait for things to escalate too much before actually seeking for help, because I think I waited too long, and when I reached out to them it was too late. Although they were willing to help me, I felt it was just too late, and I was already mentally, physically, and emotionally drained and exhausted to carry on with the case. Yeah, make sure you join student associations and any Ghanaian associations you have wherever you are. Also African associations. Just make sure you are part of a group where you could actually reach out to someone in case of any need. One of the biggest lessons I learned was to stand on my own. Don't get me wrong, I think I'm a strong person. Sometimes I'm a strong person, but this thing really broke me, especially when I was hoping people I was assuming would be there for me during this period were not there for me. It's really taught me that I need to stand firm and be ready to stand on my own. Okay. This whole incident taught me to stay strong and also be firm on my truth, because I knew exactly what I was saying. These figures are wrong, and I have the original. Even when they sent me um a timesheet they had tempered with, I had an original. So I was very firm on my truth, and I was just praying and hoping that they could see from my angle. So yeah, just stand on your truth and stand firm on that. What else? Is there something I'm forgetting? Anyway, I can't change what happened, but I can make sure that something good comes out of this, and that is by sharing my experience with you. So, if you are a student, especially an international student who is working here in Germany, I hope this video helps you. I hope these lessons protect you, and I also hope you learn from my mistakes and lessons learned. Okay, so thank you so much for watching this video, and I think I'm enjoying this sit down video. Maybe I should do more of it. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section if you want more sit down videos. And till I see you again in another video. Bye. I'm gonna get ready for Sylvester. Okay. Bye.